Hello, welcome to Guardian on KnightHeartGaming. Thank you for sticking around. I'm looking at the chat in there. Hello, Roger, Rihanna, Mrs. McSpaz. I'm reading the chat, obviously, since you're also on the screen. Walt, hello. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. We had our pre-game drink, and now we are about to play some D&D. My name is Frank. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight's 5th edition actual play game, where we're going to be playing in a mythical style D&D game of my own. I want to thank Sirenscape for background and ambient music tonight. That's my job. I got to get that out there. And I also want to give the players to all say hi, introduce themselves, and the player characters that they will be playing this evening. And I will start with Mick.
Hello. I am Mrs. McSpaz in the chat, and I am Mick, and also Persimmon Bramblesplash, the Pixie Bard.
Nice. Anna.
Yeah, I'm Anna B. Meyer, and I'm playing Halsey. She is a Medusa sorcerer, 5th level. So it's really a bunch of Greek characters, and she's the Medusa.
Brad.
Yeah, I am Hank. I will be Hank the Mage in chat, and I'll be playing Lom, the amazing satyr.
All right. Heather.
I am Heather. I am Polyphilia in chat, and I will be playing Razrin Steelstep, the Minotaur Monk.
Sweet. Cindy.
Hi, I am I'm Cindy. I will be Psycho Cindy in the chat. I am playing Jade. She is a Centaur War Cleric.
All right. Well then, I think I'm excited. We left everybody underwater. Almost. I'm sorry. That's not true. Lom is in the boat. He refused to dive down with me.
I'm swimming up.
Okay. And Persimmon was swimming up. And they had met a massive deity personified as, or demigod perhaps, I don't know, personified as a dragon. So we'll do a little intro to get you associated with the characters a bit, and then we'll be right back. under the sea, and the dragon, because that's almost what you believe it is by the size of it and by the look of it, has just said, I forget his exact words, I'm sorry, but it was something like, "Why do you disturb me?"
It's all wrong. I'm just kidding.
And that's
I
right.
don't know if I would gamble my breath with talking under the water.
So, yeah, well, that's fair. You can talk under the water. You can talk under the water, but it will use some of your breath, but not a whole lot, a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what we were getting from this guy. Don't we need like a pearl or something?
Let me refresh.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's memory.
You tell me every time, and every time I'm like, what is it again?
It's okay. Let's go through the refresher. This isn't the only game I play in either.
Big mood.
You ultimately you're trying to get this pearl of the deep. However, your current venture to this dragon, Porcynth, is because the giant has sent you here. You discovered in your communication or in reading something the giant had, sorry, fixing my mic, that Porcynth has an item and a key, an item that is a key or something like that, you're not entirely clear on that point, that will allow you access to Nariasi's lair, wherever that is. You don't know that part yet. So you have to get this item from, and you don't know what it is, from Porcynth. And then you will have to find the lair, and then you're done, right? You get the pearl of the deep, and you take it back to the king, and everybody rejoices.
Okay, so
You make
I
it
need
sound so
something.
simple.
I don't know what I need. So not only can I not ask for what it is that I need because I don't know what I need, I also can't really talk because I'm underwater.
So let me get this straight. We need to get the thing to take to the place to get the other thing to give to the guy.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
And also, this
You
guy
got
is
it.
notoriously not very nice.
No, he's
Not
scary.
a very friendly fella, notoriously speaking.
And that's why Persimmon is noping out of there. She saw a big shadow and was like, no, goodbye.
That's right. Persimmon was flying or swimming back up to the surface.
Triggered the flight response.
I don't
yeah.
have sending either, which would have been a good spell to have right now. So, I
Message
guess I'm
cantrip?
gonna. Does someone else have the message cantrip? I
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't.
Nope, I don't.
Not I.
We came super prepared. Well, I guess not
Yeah,
everyone's
very.
down here. I
Okay,
came super
last week our plan was to sail over here and yell at the water until he showed up.
Oh yeah, and then
he's-
it was just like,
Like-
yep.
We're perfectly equipped for this with our hooves.
Yep.
It's true.
So the plan kind of worked. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you executed the plan well.
hmm
Okay. We have come in hopes to acquire a special item from you. Oh, Your Majesty.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, great Orson.
That's
We
a
are
lot of
seeking an
work.
item.
I see. You want a special item. And this,
Yes.
and
It
you
is.
seek to do what with this item?
Gain access to where the Pearl of the Deep is at. I am not charismatic.
No, perfect.
Neither am I. I'm
Beautiful.
-1 charisma over here, buddy.
Samesies.
He says,
The dream team.
There
"Men
are
come."
charismatic people in the party, though. That's the best part.
And they're all up there.
But they're not talking, are they?
One's down there. Look at that. She's the one in focus in the shot.
Yeah, Elsie is still standing there, kind of smiling at your pathetic attempts to try and soothe this wonderful, giant, awesome dragon. And she kind of says that she's sorry for my party mates, but almighty dragon, can we maybe strike a deal?
It's a good thing you guys are underwater because of that burn.
Many come because I am part of the sea, and any part of me makes you part of the sea. If you want to be part of this,
I would
you'll
like to be
have to
part.
prove you're
Yes.
worthy. Why? Why should I give up a part of myself to you?
I'm leaving the ocean to you. That's not something I'm an expert at, but there are other events that we might want to discuss.
Okay. As
Just
you
trying to be, yep,
roll a persuasion check.
yep. Uh-oh, not good. 1.
Oh no. We were counting on
So
you.
that's 4, so that's 4, yeah.
Okay. No.
Oh no!
So
if only you were
it's
me, it would
underwater.
be treated as dead.
Yeah, only bubbles come out of the mouth. She's trying to say something, and only bubbles come out. So it's only like something, and that's it. Yep.
Your
It's
hair is
starting
very,
good, but then
For the game.
yep,
your hair is displeased with being under the water.
yep, yep. My snakes comes out, and they kind of protests and the wildest. So yep. So only bubbles comes out, nothing comprehensive or understandable. Yep.
You know, we were talking before the game started about people who love to make, get all the high dice rolls and get all the everything. And I I really enjoy the low rolls, man. I think that's where the fun is.
They are
the fun is
usually
how
more
you handle the
memorable.
failure.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like crits are great and everything, but the fumble and what comes after that can be a lot more entertaining and a lot more memorable.
Yep.
I feel like all of your snakes just exhaled at the same time, and so
Yeah.
there's just so many bubbles.
Yep. See, Halsey disappears in a bunch of bubbles, and nothing useful comes out.
So
Okay, so
he swims-
Razrin.
Oh, Razrin, go ahead.
Oh yeah, he would say, "Oh, great Porcynth, what could those such as us do to prove ourselves worthy of someone so great?"
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying.
No, you're.
I am trying.
You can
We all
make,
do.
because one has already been made. You can make a disadvantaged persuasion roll, and for this particular.
Can I guide?
Is guidance a verbal component? I think it is, right?
Yes, it's verbal
Okay.
and
Take
somatic.
30 seconds off of your breath, and you guidance. Go ahead,
Oh,
Razrin.
JK. No, it's okay. I don't want to die.
Well, I rolled a 3, but I have a -1, so I got a 2.
Oh, we're on a roll here.
We are doing so well, guys.
I thought I was screwing up, but even worse. Yep. Possible.
He gets in really close, like he's gonna whisper something in Helsey's ear.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
And then he burps.
Big
He burped.
teeth. Well, he doesn't really have teeth even. He's just got a large beak-like mouth.
Turtle club.
And as he gets in close, opens his mouth. Lom, what are you doing up there? On the surface, in the boat.
So he's probably looking over the edge to look and see if he can see like bubbles that might look like somebody losing their breath or in trouble. Kind of pacing back and forth, really trying to psych himself into heroically jumping into the water. He is petrified, and that's kind of what he's doing for now.
You see an array of bubbles, and you see a tiny shape. Looks like it's getting closer to you. And make a perception check.
That's pretty decent. 18.
18. You see that something else far off has also seen the tiny shape that's coming up and is moving in quickly towards it as though the tiny shape is a snack. It's a single fin on top. Looks very interested in this lovely meal being provided.
Does Persimmon notice this?
What's your passive perception, Persimmon?
Ridiculous.
No.
No, it's not.
This one. Heck, where is it in this stinking thing? Perception 14. Okay, that's not terrible.
You don't notice it.
All right. Do I think I could reach her before the thing could?
You think it would be close, but possible.
All right. Well, I guess that's what I'm going to do then. This is what you do, man. You got to jump in the water to save your friends, right?
Everybody roll initiative. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get some goodies.
No.
Rolling.
Roll that beautiful
Oh,
game
jeez.
footage.
That was almost bad.
I like almost bad. That sounds reasonable.
I agree with Lonely Yeti. Let's just restart the intro.
Yeah, I mean,
Do over. Mulligan, the whole thing.
Quick, restart the intro. No. Let's see. Let's get our camera one here.
the arms of an angel.
Mulligan. I demand a mulligan.
I demand a recount. First of all, I'm going to put this sprite up there. I need
Sprightly?
some. Well, it's not a sprite. Just to be clear, sprites are. I don't want to talk bad about them, but they're not pixies. We'll say that. They're more warrior-like and aggressive and yeah. They're just from the same family. Okay. Sorry, gotta get a nice camera on this. Did you say... Oh, wait, well, we haven't got initiative yet.
Correct.
I don't want to die.
I said it was almost bad.
You're not in danger of dying at this moment. Okay. Let's get some initiative counts here. We'll go Lom,
8.
Persimmon.
17.
Okay, that's good.
It was almost a nat 1.
Oh, well, that's okay. Jade,
14.
Helsi,
11.
and Razran.
12.
12. Okay. Persimmon, what is your move speed underwater?
Would it be half of my walk speed or half of my fly speed?
Half of your... I think it's half of your walk speed, unfortunately.
Then 5 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Can I make an argument that it would be half of her fly speed? Because air is
Yeah.
like a fluid, and she's still moving through a fluid, just a thicker fluid.
You could make that argument, but she flies with tiny little pixie wings, and as soon as they hit the water,
Yeah, she's kind of
they do what all
swimming.
moth butterfly-like wings do.
She's doing a frog stroke, which is brushstroke. But
Okay. So, Persimmon, you are flying desperately up at your height. Let me get this camera that I have on there. I see you there. Trying to reach the surface. But-
yeah, I was pretty spooked by the big shadows, so I would say that I'm using dash actions. So
Yeah.
10 feet.
10 feet. You're going 10 feet per round. So you move 10 feet. And then this thing comes in. You are unaware of it when it comes in. Horrible. Horrible for an advantage shot, though. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a bard. Yes, it hits.
Okay. Out of nowhere, just out of the darkness, just you're up. There's a threat. You're going to get Lom, unbeknownst to you, from behind. 13 points of piercing damage, and you find yourself in the mouth of a shark. Teeth piercing down. Can't really. Didn't rip you up, but has got a nice clamp on you, and your little pixie blood spreads out into the water.
No.
This is worse than the spiders.
Jade, it's your turn. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 18.
Okay. I realize you are the most perceptive. You see multiple shadows dart overhead, and that is when you notice that there are 4 sharks. Whoops, I gotta move this over because it
I can barely feed one. I'm small.
are 4 sharks that are just jetting in at the poor, unbeknownst, well, now beknownst, because I'm afraid Persimmon's in one of them's mouth. The shark has got one in the mouth, and a little bit of blood's coming out, and the other ones look like they're going to go try to go in and steal Persimmon from the first shark.
I can only feed one of them, maybe half. I'm not. This is.
The sharks feel like you can feed
We've-
2 of them.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, Jade.
Wait, Persimmon already went? Oh, she did dash.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, let me see what I got. I have... Does a quarterstaff have a blade on it?
A quarterstaff? No, it does not.
I don't know things. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You can
No, it's
tie
okay.
a knife to it.
Quarterstaff is bludgeoning.
It's bludgeoning damage.
I don't think I have anything that would cut. Maybe a bolt could cut, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna cut my arm so that it starts to bleed in hopes that I will attract the sharks in my direction.
Ooh, okay. You jab the bolt in, slice across, your arm starts to bleed. Make a, I guess, persuasion check. But I'll tell you what, instead of your normal bonus to it, roll as much damage dice as you want to yourself, and that will be your modifier on your persuasion check.
Nice.
You lost me.
Ooh,
You
that's
lost me.
tasty.
Lost
Basically,
me.
roll, like, if you want to roll 2d6 damage to yourself, or 2d8, or 2d12, or 10d12, roll however damage you want to, however much damage you want to do to yourself. Whatever that, and then you will do that damage, and whatever that number is, you'll get to add it to your d20 persuasion roll for the sharks.
It's
Okay,
what
let me
Dragon
roll my
Peak said.
persuasion.
It's a blood flow
I
check.
like that a lot.
Yeah, that's tasty.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna roll a d6, right? And then, so that will add. So that's gonna be a 19. And then I
Okay.
did 2 damage to myself.
Okay. 19 persuasion, 2 damage. You have a high persuasion, right? Obviously.
No, I have a -1. I rolled really well for persuasion.
Wow.
Because I was like, okay, if I roll shitty, I'm just gonna take all the damage I need to. Because it's like, I will still outlast. Like, if I get attacked by sharks, I will still outlast Persimmon. Sorry. I mean that in the nicest way.
Okay.
No,
The
it's
goal is to
fine.
have her not
It's
die. It would
Yep.
be the great thing.
Okay.
So, I was just like, if I roll shitty, I'll just take more damage, whatever. But I did
We're
roll.
3 rounds into the session, and we're already in a shark feeding
We're
frenzy.
self-inflicting.
Yeah.
That's how this
Yeah.
game is going.
Razarin, you, first you don't know why. Well, I don't think so. What's your passive perception again, Razarin?
10.
10. Okay,
No,
yeah.
11. It's 11.
11.
My bad.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really sure why at first. Jade just whips out a bolt and slices her arm open, and blood just kind of spurts out into the water a little bit. And as you're looking around to figure out why this is, you see this group of sharks with persimmon in their mouth up above you. There is still a giant turtle
my
in front of
pixie.
you. Turtle dragon turtle.
Squirt.
Okay. Well, I don't think that I want to fight the dragon turtle. I was trying to befriend him, and I was doing a poor job. Would Razrin maybe get the idea that she was using the blood to try to lure the sharks this way?
I'll let you choose nature or insight to figure that out.
I'm going to go with insight. It's a 6,
Okay.
so no.
No. You have no idea why she stabbed herself with a bolt. Who in their right mind would do that?
You're like, that's really fucking weird, man. What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah. Razrin is going to swim towards the shark with that has the pixie friend in their mouth, because that is my pixie.
Okay. With your move and double move, I assume as well. How far
Yeah.
can you go? 30 feet, right? If you double.
What
move.
is swim speed?
Swim speed is well. If you don't have a swim speed, your movement is half of your land-based speed.
Mhm.
Okay, land speed is 40.
Oh, so you can move 20 in a move.
Okay.
Which would be a little less than that. If you want to dash, it would be a little more than that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash and get as close as I can.
Okay.
Or If I do just one movement, can I get within 30 feet of that shark?
Yeah, this is within 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I would like for the shark to fail a DC 12 dex save.
Whoops. I'll just take it. That is a 9.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to do water whip for 14 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow. That is
Save
nice.
me.
Yeah, that's great.
That's 2 key points, so that's
Save me.
and I'm going to pull it 25 feet closer to me.
You're gonna do what?
Pull it 25 feet closer to me.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
can't knock it prone. I don't think.
It doesn't. It refuses, like a pesky shark, to go prone. However, it does
Yeah, so no. I'm going to
Oh.
pull it 25 feet closer to me.
closer to you. And I'm looking around for my other little stand, and I'll just have to
Wait, so
grab
did he
this.
let go of persimmon then? Or is that a different shark?
No, it's the one with persimmon in its mouth.
No, I was specifically attacking the one with persimmon.
Yep.
Yeah. So you get the shark and persimmon. I'm just going to pull persimmon off there because we know that persimmon is with the shark.
Yep.
Right there with you.
Okay. Can I get 2 attacks per action? So could I also get another attack off on it after the water whip?
Yeah. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. Absolutely.
Okay. Then as I am pulling it towards me with the water whip, I am going to put my horns down and pull it into my horns. Avoiding
Nice.
persimmon.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
13 to hit with the horns.
Strike. Solid strike.
Frick
Ooh, max
that
damage.
shark.
That's 9 damage.
Oh boy.
Wow, now you're rolling with the homies.
Okay. All right, Razan.
Is it dead?
It is not. In fact, its blood spills out into the water. There's greater
no.
amounts of it than persimmon's blood. Maybe that's
Nice.
good.
Okay.
Nice.
Maybe that's bad.
I mean, I don't think that he knows what that means. He is
probably.
just trying to save his friend.
Halsey, the dragon is still attentively watching you, moved in very close as though it was going to say something. Opens his mouth, but isn't biting you. You know there's a
Okay.
lot happening behind you, but you feel
I try to ignore it and continue to look at without trying to stare, so to speak, to look at the dragon. Yeah.
okay. Anything else you want to do? Or you want to just try to focus your turn on...
I just try to look as that I'm not hostile, so to speak. I'm trying to look like I'm listening at the dragon.
Okay. Got it. Okay. The dragon... Well, first, with all this stuff going on, you're focusing on the dragon. You're looking at the dragon.
Can I try? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No,
go on.
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, can I notice if the dragon seems to be aware and guiding the sharks or something, or does it look surprised from the sharks, or is it just like that's normal that sharks come?
You're focusing so intently that you can tell that the dragon doesn't think anything of it. Like the sharks
Okay,
are
yeah.
just something in the ocean. Whatever they're doing
Okay.
doesn't concern him.
Yep.
Make a we're gonna say concentration check.
Okay. I don't find where I have the concentration
It's
number.
yeah, it's not in there. It's usually used for spells. It would basically be your Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yep. That is 16.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Despite all the things happening behind you, the bubbles, the underwater screaming in silence, the blood coming out, everybody's attention being pulled that way. For just a moment, you get the sense that this dragon is actually not just looking at you, like he's, or it, or they are observing the whole scene in front of them, just very passively watching how everybody interacts and does whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily sure what that means, but you do know that the attention is, even though very close to you, and it's definitely in an uncomfortable zone, being that close, this large to a creature.
Yeah.
But that's not the focus of them. Okay. You also get the feeling that that it's not going to help or hinder anything that's going on back there either. Okay. Lom, up there in the water, up there in the ship, in the boat, you do see bubbles come up. You see that streak sort of dart out. It did grab Persimmon before you could get off there in time. Maybe you could have reached her, but it didn't work out like that. But you did see something grab a hold of the shark and pull it even deeper and farther down into the sea while it had Persimmon in its mouth, like some great tentacle that reached out and grabbed it and pulled it in closer.
All right. I mean, there's nothing else for it, man. Lom jumps off the boat as gracefully as a satyr can, I suppose.
Okay. As you jump in, there are sharks on your, just right there as you come into the water. They're not I realize you probably are not going to go right for the closest shark you can get, but there is one nearby, just as a warning.
I want to see if I can get to the one that has my friend in its mouth.
Okay. Okay. Let me get this pad out for you, because you all come down in a different place. And let me get a different camera angle here to show the mighty Lom diving in. Although that's... Yeah, I really... Okay. So no problem. You dive in. You see a shark. You kind of end up going down a little bit deep. You see two sharks, sort of one above you-ish and forward and one below, and then down immediately to your right is the shark that's got Persimmon. It's about 30 feet from you. No, actually that's more like, no, 30, we'll say 30.
Alright, so I can move at half my speed?
Yes.
Half walking speed?
Yep.
Alright, so if I double move, then I can get all the way there.
Yes.
And that's what I want to do.
Okay. You get all the way there.
And then I think I will action surge and grapple the shark.
Ooh, shark grappler. Okay.
He urgently wants to get there and try to rip this thing's jaw off.
All right.
He doesn't know anything about sharks. He thinks it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Good roll on the grapple check. 18 total. 15
I
on the die.
rolled a natural 1, so that's a 5 total on my athletics check.
All right.
Reach around and put your hand in its mouth and start to pull open, and you see a little persimmon wing pop out. And she's moving around in there.
Cool.
All right.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, Persimmon, it's your turn. You feel the shark has released you a bit, especially since Lom has actually reached in. As it was starting to close dark around you, you see this hand reach in and pull the mouth open.
Cool. Because I don't have much. Literally, the only thing I had in my head was to cast light on one of its teeth. So I'm gonna swim out of its mouth.
Okay.
And I what it honestly, all Persimmon can think of doing is like just spitting at him, but she's underwater. But like the whole act of like, Patooey, how dare you? And so that's all I can think of.
Okay.
She is going to boop the snoot. She is gonna punch him in the nose.
All right.
Yes. I love it.
Make an unarmed strike.
This is gonna go great.
You have disadvantage on this as well.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a 9. Oh no, I did get worse. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you just beep. It's not a damaging one. You can feel its skin's kind of soft.
Well, and then you go the other direction, and it's really painful. I've met a shark.
All right.
Okay. I think I'm gonna attach myself to Lom.
Okay.
Like around the head.
Okay. Fly over, or swim over to Lom in this double move. Well, move, boop, and move. You're with Lom.
Yep. Because if I stay attached to someone, I will move faster.
Okay. And okay, Sharky Shark. Razran. This thing tries to bite you because you've pulled it onto its horns. It is a 20 to hit you.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Okay. Oh, all ones. 6 points of piercing damage.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Frank.
Well, the other 3 sharks
Appreciate
come in towards Lom.
Damn, my
Beware,
persuasion
apparently
check
those
did
sharks
not work
can-
then.
Fight.
Lom, I'm assuming you're still in armor. There's no reason in 5th edition not to be wearing armor necessarily.
Correct.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
Otherwise, we might have a different figurine.
That's a 16. That's
16 shouldn't hit. No, it does not.
okay, that's a 14, and the final bite is a natural 20.
That'll barely hit.
Yeah.
Not a fan, Frank.
Boo.
Ooh, hiss. The shark comes in at you, Lom, for taking its meal. It was a different shark, though. Boom! A nice, solid, tasty bite.
I don't know what it is about things wanting to take bites out of you, Long. It must be delicious.
So tasty.
It was just a motherfucking snack. I thought you knew.
21 piercing damage. And
Got
now
that juicy
there's
booty, know what I'm saying?
a little satyr blood in the water. And Jade, it is your turn.
I hate this.
Cool. The
You're behind.
sharks are how far away from me?
One shark, the nearest shark, is about 30 feet from you, up in the air. That's the one that's just, you can't see. It's where Heather's bubble is. The other ones are up even higher in the air, probably about 45 feet from you. The closest is 30 feet.
How do... Like, would you even be able to shoot an arrow underwater?
With a crossbow, yes.
You can do disadvantaged shots without your second range increment. So, our crossbow's 80 feet. You can do 80 feet at disadvantage. But you can't do anything farther than that.
So anything within 80 feet would still be disadvantage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Or was it... Yeah, I was just looking at the stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm a little harder than the book
But
rules.
Yeah,
but
because
that
it
makes
was
sense.
the crossbow cancels out. So that's fair.
What am I going to do? I guess I will cast I will cast Toll the Dead. No, I don't. I don't have that cantrip. Why don't I? Jesus. What cantrips do I even have? I guess I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. Wait, but then you said I have to take 30 seconds off of
For each
my
vocal
breath.
component. If Sacred Flame has a verbal, then yes,
It
30
does.
seconds off. Okay.
I think every spell has almost pretty much every spell has a V.
A lot of them
which
for
is
you
verbal.
does, yeah. You have to glorify the name of your deity.
I'm really unhappy with this, Frank. I can't do anything. I guess fudge cakes. I guess I'm just gonna dash towards the shark.
All right, shark dashing.
Mm-hmm.
You make it to the shark. Doesn't look like it from that distance, but you did. I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit so you can see exactly how far you went. There you are, and the shark. It's a little centaur butt.
Oh, it is.
Razrin. Your
Okay.
turn.
The closest shark to me is the one that's in frame at this point.
Yes, and it's right there. It is within range of you. It's the one that used to have persimmon in its mouth.
Okay, I'm still mad at that one.
Mm.
It rudely attacked my friend. I'm going to unarmed strike it twice.
It's disadvantage.
Oh, but I rolled a natural 20 the first time. All right,
As
so
long as
with
you're
disadvantage,
second
that's a 15 for the first hit.
Hit.
That is 7 damage.
Okay.
And are they both going to be at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
It's disadvantage because it's not piercing. If you really want to know what's going on.
Okay. Well, then that was a 7 to hit for the second one.
That does not hit.
I'm just really not good at fighting underwater. I'm not used to it.
Nope.
So I'm not swinging very well. And I was using my fists this time, so sorry, guys.
Okay. Halsey, it's your turn.
Damn, shall I have a staring contest with the dragon, or yeah? But at least I keep him from not doing anything. So if he intends to do something, I keep. Yeah.
You got the feeling on the last time that he doesn't intend to do anything, that he just intends to watch.
Then I'll turn around and see if. Hang on a second. Is that? Yeah, it has a verbal, so damn, you can't do that. I have verbal on practically everything in my spell inventory, so.
So you can do verbal. What's your Constitution modifier?
Constitution modifier is +2.
+2. So that gives you 3 minutes of air underwater. For every spell you do, you lose 30 seconds.
Okay. Yep.
And we're not even half a minute into this.
Yeah. So, I think it might be time to scare these pesky sharks, but I guess it's probably more dangerous to use a thunder spell underwater, so it's probably...
I know how to find out.
Yeah, she's trying to do that. So can she concentrate it behind the sharks? It's
Which
a
spell?
15-foot cube. Oh, it's originating from me.
Yeah, you'd have to
so
swim up, but you could
yeah.
swim up right beside Jade, and then
Yeah.
I mean, Lom might be caught in it, but so would all the sharks.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that, and then it's 2d8 points of damage.
All right, so you and Jade are up here together, and I'm gonna do some saving throws. Fail. Ooh.
So it's 9 points of damage.
They also all sort of get flooped back. Lom, you are in this cube. Make a saving throw. Constitution.
13 on the die for a 17 total.
I believe that saves, so you take half of that damage.
4.
Would Persimmon have to as well since she's latched on to Lom?
No, I'm just considering you one square back from Lom.
Okay, cool.
One of
Because
the
I'm
sharks
on his back.
Yep. So this bubble kind of bursts out in front of Halsey. And it makes a large sound. Make an intimidation check, Halsey.
Okay. That is a 25.
Oh, okay.
So she's very intimidating. Yep.
Well, the sharks sort of scatter. They look like they're about to scatter. They haven't done it yet, but they turn around. Some of them roll back in the water. Actually, all of them, none of them saved except for the one that wasn't in it. So they all kind of get pushed back from this concussive blast of basically a big air bubble underneath the water, an air cannon, and water bubble. I forget what that's called. They're little crabs that do that.
Oh heck, what are they called? That's gonna drive me crazy.
They're shrimp, right?
Yeah, a little shrimp. I forget, but it's
the one
called
that
a
have language?
it starts with a C, I think. What it is? It's like a blast, and it's cool.
Oh, I know what
Thank
you
you,
do.
Cold
The,
Steel Penguin.
Cavitation.
Cavitation, exactly. That's what you do.
Yep.
Mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp, that's what it is.
And the sharks just roll back. Lom, it is your turn. These sharks have sort of been pushed back, and they look like they're a little bit frightened, but there's still, one right next to you. There's two right next to you, really. One of them being the one that originally had persimmon in its mouth.
But they're not trying to get away yet?
Well, mechanically, it's a problem.
They just
It's
kind of
not their
tumbled a little
turn.
bit?
Yeah, they're tumbling.
Alright. Can I do an insight check to see if they feel the need to flee? 'Cause
Yes.
otherwise, I don't think I don't think my character knows that, so he'd probably just attack.
Make an
Low
insight
as
check.
insight. Yeah, that's a 4 on the die for a 7 total.
Okay. No, you can't tell. They're just roiling around. Now the blood is swirling up. Oh, it's going to be worse.
All right. I think all at this point he can do is just use his horns and ram. Just kind of lean his head way back and just whack. Just headbutt the shark.
Okay. Headbutt shark. This is also
Headbutt the shark.
disadvantage, I believe.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage is a 17. No, I'm sorry,
That-
15.
It hits.
Okay.
They're not real hard to hit.
4 points.
4
Bludgeoning
points.
damage.
This shark sort of turns belly up. As its horn sort of as your horn strike makes it twitch. You believe you've killed it or knocked it unconscious. Persimmon. Oh wait, you get 2 attacks. I'm sorry, hold on, Lom.
I
believe. Oh, you don't. Okay. Persimmon, your turn.
Persimmon. I don't know how sound travels in regards to everything. Just because we are underwater, and yes, it carries sound, but it's distorted and everything. But we're in a magical world.
Yeah. You are in a
So-
magical world for sure.
Essentially, Persimmon is just going to. I'm assuming that as she was going up to join Lom on the boat, or at least try to get Lom to come back under the water, she could hear Porcynth talking to them.
Yes. Not super well necessarily, but Porcynth has a big voice, so I would say
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
Okay, cool. So then Persimmon is essentially just like, now we're one with the ocean, and the ocean is us. Can we, please? I want to get out of here.
Okay. Make a persuasion check, Persimmon.
I was hoping you'd say that. That is a 4. However, it can be treated as a 10. So that is a 19.
Okay. That's a 4, however, fuck you.
I have
However,
expertise in it.
so-
That's a 19. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Before stream, we were talking about min-maxing. Yes, expertise that I can treat as a 9 or lower as a 10.
So the sharks just sort of, except for the one that is really definitely dead, just sort of whoosh, take off, fleeing, mostly from that huge cavitation. It was frightening to them. The one is belly up, not moving. You assume dead. And and then you realize that Porcent has been watching this whole time, and he looks up in response to you, Persimmon, says, all of you, come closer.
I'm latched onto Lom, so wherever Lom goes, Persimmon goes.
Well, we're out
Are
of
we
rounds.
out of-
We are out of
Oh,
rounds.
okay.
Those sharks just took off.
I would like to move
jerks
closer.
and sees this giant dragon-looking thing and starts frantically swimming the fuck back to the surface.
That doesn't bring back any memories, does it, Lom?
No.
All right. Lom, so Persimmon, Lom's leaving. You can let go of him if you want.
I'm doing the whole thing where I like to some of his like fur or something, and I'm like, no, this way, this way. And if he doesn't move, then I let go.
I don't know. Lom?
I'm gonna. I rolled another insight check, and that's another 3 on the die. No, he's not picking up what you're laying down.
Okay. So it looks like you're going back down there. Everybody else, are you going back to the turtle? Or you see Lom fleeing? What is your plan? I'm just going to start with. I'll start down with Razran.
Razran will go to the turtle.
Okay.
He was trying to befriend him.
Right. Halsey.
Someone come get me.
I turn around. I turn around and give my attention to the turtle again, because I thought I had something going there. So yeah.
Okay.
Hope it will not eat me.
Jade, you heading back to the turtle or no?
Yes, I am headed back to the turtle. I've already done all of this, and I'm not turning around empty-handed. God damn it.
Persimmon, you're heading back as well?
Yeah, I'm typing up a message that's essentially just like, I don't want to get eaten again. Don't leave me alone in open water. Someone please come get me. But I'm going towards the dragon turtle, and I'm just like...
Okay. Someone can grab her if someone wants to. Who are you sending that message to?
Razran will grab
Anyone and everyone. I'm not, like, it's not actually a message or anything.
Okay.
It's just, like, the look on her face. And, like, her franticness of trying to swim.
So I've got a pretty decent move speed even underwater. So I think Lom would probably get back to the surface, take a couple of breaths, and then duck back under to see what else everyone else is doing. And seeing everyone else looking like they're spellbound and drawn back towards this dragon, Long's probably going to go back down to try to save his friends again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this thing is going to eat them.
Yeah, he's just lucky. He was really resistant to dragons. He made his save. He got away, but his friends are not looking so hot, so he's got to go save them.
Okay.
Don't you dare attack him.
Oh boy, so sorry, Lom, you're dead. No, I wouldn't do a thing like that. I mean, I might do a thing like that, but I'm not doing a thing like that. How about that?
I would say, don't Lom dare attack the dragon turtle. I can't deal with this combat.
Like, hands down, if somebody attacks us, we're dead. This is our last session, and we're all dead. So,
Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Halfway through becomes we're just done.
I will split the party. I will nope right on out of here.
Halfway becomes the end. Is that what you're saying?
You're gonna kick those hoops, swim away.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh, this
Do like a
movement.
little doggy
Fantastic.
paddle or something. We getting out of there.
All right. Well, as you go back to talk, the dragon sort of waits, and Lom swims right down behind you with you all.
And is trying to grab you all and pull you back. Wake up! Wake up! Run away! I'm going to eat your face. You don't want to have your face eaten. Do you want to have your face eaten?
Are you saying this all underwater?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
It's only 30 seconds for him. Of
Persimmon
course.
like swats him away. It's like, we're fine.
He like pinching you. Does damage stop this?
You.
I'm like just swatting.
So Porcent says, you seem to be worthy. What do you intend to do?
Just take my friends and leave. We're not here to do anything. We're just trying to get away. Please, just don't hurt us.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Since we're worthy, can we get that thing real quick? I can't hold my breath that long.
Well, all things come with a cost.
I'm still bleeding here. Is this not cost enough? And blood like spurts out.
It isn't. What you're asking for will not only let you in to places that only allow the sea, but is the only thing that can render a god incapacitated.
Our journey is a selfless one. We are not here with any personal vendettas. We're only here following through on an agreement we made.
And who will wield it?
That's a great question. I don't know.
What is it? What are we wielding? What's going on?
Remember
Are you
the weapon?
porcine? That's what's going on here.
Porcine.
You're the one we're supposed to find.
Catch up.
Porcine?
Porcine.
Not pig. Turtle.
We are Porcent. I am Porcent, yes. We.
It's the royal
Oh.
The royal we.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a dragon after all.
Okay. I get it now. This makes sense. He kind of looks around. This makes sense. What is it that needs to be wielded?
You are key to Nariasi's lair. And his tail whips over his head. And you're all kind of in front of him. But right in front of all of you, spikes into the ground. His tail sort of stabs into the ground with this sort of spiky, spiny end. And he wiggles it a little bit, and as it releases the spike from the body, you see what looks like the head of a trident is what was in his body. And the tail pulls back, and so he has basically stuck a trident in the ground in front of you, and you see like a little gland almost on part of the trident, as though it's providing something to the weapon.
So you birth weapons? This was a part of... This looks painful.
This is a part of me. I'm loaning it to you, and when you're done with it, you must return it to the sea.
That sounds absolutely fair.
You have my word.
It's too big for me. I can't wield it.
You're just flying around the head of the tire.
I'm assuming
I will not be
the
allowed
goats
to
over
do
there
this.
will be
Not
wielding
proficient.
it.
They're all looking at you, Lom.
You're
Yeah.
all looking at me.
Yep, like
Yep.
very like.
Well, okay. Sure, I'll take another weapon. So we'll creep forward and snatch it out of the ground.
All right. You step up, reach down to the ground, and pull it out. He says, "Beware the tip." For a mortal,
I've
Tip.
said that many times myself.
I knew you'd go there.
Sorry. My maximum
For-
maiden came out.
For a mortal, it means
Yep.
death. And it won't last forever. And he just turns around and swims off, leaving a huge eddy of water.
We lived.
Yeah.
Are you going back up to the ship, or are you going to celebrate
Yes.
under
Yeah,
the
I'm getting
sea?
the
Swim up
frick
before-
out of here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab. Yeah, absolutely. I'll grab Persimmon and just head straight up. Go for the boat. I want to touch the butt.
Bless.
Okay. There's not enough room on the table today because I have other stuff set up to actually have the ship portion of it. Also, we're we're really close to midway here. We actually are pretty much midway. So it's a good chance to do our midway break. I will say before we go though, I'll take this a little farther.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did we kill that or did we kill that?
Well,
honestly?
you did great. But there's one little bit as you get up onto the ship and you get up onto the Pjork.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the ship. I forgot for a second.
What
It's
is
so good.
Pjork?
Yep. That's the
Mighty
It's like,
Pjork.
what's that?
Pure
that's the
chocolate.
coolest
That
thing
is
in this
our
campaign.
ship.
Yep.
It's too bad it doesn't get to make an appearance this game.
The coolest thing in the campaign, and it's our damn ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I am mad at it
How it
since
goes.
we're on the sea all the
I'm
time.
not mad at it. It's great.
Yeah.
You get up and so you hear a voice in your head, Lom, and it sounds like it's receding farther away, as though it's coming from Porcynth but being channeled through this trident as you're swimming up. And what you hear is that you seek the Isle of Emeryian.
Oh yeah, we didn't even ask where the hell
There.
we're going. We're just like,
We have a map.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Map left here.
There,
We're just going to sail around and yell at the sea until we find
Yeah,
what we're looking for. Sorry.
there you
Isle of
will
Emeryian.
find there Isle of Emeryian. There you will find the Oracle. This Oracle knows all of the sea, and is the only one that will be able to tell you where Nereus's lair is, since it moves with the tides. And just as it's leaving out, make a perception check, Lom, because the voice is fading really far away.
Fuck yeah, nat 20.
Nat 20. So really strongly back in your ears. Your goal is to befriend her followers. When it comes time, do not drink from the horn of hunting. And the voice is gone.
I don't normally take notes. I'm going to take that note.
Yeah, I
Bad
will.
news
Yeah, you don't
bears.
know it,
Rathrin
though.
didn't hear
Once we
that.
get back to the surface, get back on the boat, I'm going to share all of that with everyone. So everyone
Okay.
Horn of the what?
Horn of hunting.
Horn of
drink
hunting.
from the horn of hunting.
Horn of hunting.
And that, to get to the oracle, you're really supposed to be befriending her followers. I'm paraphrasing,
Befriending.
but yeah, since you told them all.
Honestly, I was just going to write it down to make sure somebody remembered it.
Okay. That is our mid-game, where it's good to get up for 10 minutes or so and have a stretch of the legs, go to the restroom, get a snack, something to drink. We'll be back in something like 10 minutes.
Hey!
Yeah, Pure.
Yay! Bjork is here.
I did get the ship out so that we would have...
I love that sail with
I
that logo.
love
It's fantastic.
it. It's
Very
so
pleasant
good.
surprise.
I know I had it all furled so that you could see the whole ship, but then as soon as we made the sail, I was like, well, I can't furl the sail. It's important.
No, it's yeah. That logo is fantastic.
So you are on your way to the Isle of Emeryian. I gotta ask if there's anything you want to do on your way there. It is not much more than a day's travel at most, probably.
Long rest.
If we can, long rest. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would at least like to do a song of rest for our short rest.
Where are we going? I might want to change out some spells.
We're going to the Isle of Emeryian. Just one Marion. Hey, Marion.
So we're not going underwater again, correct?
Correct.
I hope
there
not.
should be no water in this.
You can put on your
Frank,
finery
just
and
to clarify, we are taking a long rest so that I can change out some spells.
You are taking a long rest. You may change out some spells.
Woohoo!
Yeah. If you see me, or if you rather don't see me off screen here, don't worry. It's okay. I'm still here chatting. I'm just, touching up the everything a little bit.
Honestly, I also feel like we'll end up on Gilligan's Island. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh.
I mean, this
I want
one's-
to try to familiarize myself with this trident. Like, it's of the sea. Like, dip it back in the water, see if it talks to me or anything. Spend some time kind of playing with it. I do have
Okay.
proficiency in martial weapons. I would guess it counts as a martial
it
weapon.
does count as a martial weapon. You are proficient and may use this trident. This trident is a +2 weapon with poison tip.
Yeah, don't poke yourself with that.
The poison is deadly. Save or die deadly.
Oh shit!
So don't scratch yourself.
Yeah, Porson
That's
said it
cray-cray.
could fell a god. So,
It will render them incapacitated, yeah.
Wow.
Also, you realize that it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? By it's organic. It is definitely a part of a creature, that creature being Porcynth, and the poison, you can tell, is coming from a gland that's at the area of the trident. It's like wrapped around in a round sort of jewel shape almost, or a bead shape that's right where the trident head comes into the shaft, and there's a gland there that is supplying the poison.
You might want to be
from
careful about talking about the
filthy
head and the
minds,
shaft with
people.
Lom.
Your maximum maiden
No,
is showing.
At this point, he's talking with Brad, which is totally different. Okay,
Yeah.
it's marginally different.
I was gonna say. Well, I am
So-
not mature enough for this conversation because I'm a child.
That's okay. Be a child. Enjoy, embrace. Yeah. So that's you feel like maybe in water you probably could communicate to other creatures with it. Maybe porcelain is one of those creatures.
Alright, I swapped out my spells.
Okay, so you got the set you want. Everybody okay with their rest?
I
and
assume
their-
we can long rest.
Yep, long rest, reset spells for those that have them.
Key point for those that
Hoping I
don't.
picked the right ones, but we'll see.
The mighty Purk. Okay.
Oh, and thanks for the bits, Melissa. I don't know if I said that, but thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Poison Aquaman. Oh, trash.
Tridents are cool as fuck, to be honest.
They are.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think so too.
Aquaman's latest trident isn't even a trident. There's 5
Is it
points
Tell
to
us
it.
how you feel.
Oh,
Tell us how you feel, Mick.
Is that a quadrant? What is that? No, that's a quintant.
It would be a pentadent.
Quintet.
a pentadent. It would be a pentadent.
Yeah. yeah. hmm
Wow. Wow.
Pendant.
Tridents would be pedant. Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Well,
Done. It done.
that's
It
a
done.
bummer. This is
Although
a
that
traditional
is
trident.
quintuplets. So could it be quindent?
Quintus 5, yeah.
Mm,
Quintant.
Depends on which language route you wanted to go with, I think.
That's fair.
Okay. So,
Let's just give it a point at the other end and call it a sextant.
oh yeah,
We're
that's
on
a
a
good
boat.
point. The bottom of it is also sharp, though probably not poisonous. You could use it as a weapon if, you had some ability to do that, which I don't think Lom does.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
But there it is.
Wow.
It's pointy and dangerous.
On both ends.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Watch
If
out
you
for
try
the
hard
head.
enough.
Mick!
I mean, I feel like we just all three of us had different conversations and continuing our own separate trains that when you listen to them all together, it just doesn't. Oh boy.
I don't know. I think you've just been around the maidens for too long now.
I mean,
We've affected
anything is a
you.
weapon if you try hard enough. It was essentially what I was getting at.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's not what everybody else was.
Whether or not it's a
That's
pointy
not what was
end
up
or not.
here.
Okay, so we are. Let's see the mighty and indomitable Purk.
Sure.
You're
Sails towards this island. Oh look, the light actually shines through the sail, and you can still see Purk. That's important.
It is important.
that is important. Yep.
We will never forget. We will
Wait,
never
did they
forget the
fix
third
our
grade.
ship? Is it less horrible now?
Less
Who is
horrible.
they? How would it be fixed?
From the
Oh, are
crew.
you talking about Shark Man?
From the shark and the
Oh.
whale. Have you guys
Or
forgotten
yeah.
already?
Yeah,
I
No, I just don't
remember.
think the crew could fix it. Like, we're not anywhere near. Like, they would require woodwork. Like, I don't think we got
They-
new wood.
I mean, they did
Oh,
what they
that's true.
could.
They were just sitting out in the ocean. I forget that the boat was just sitting there waiting for us to come back.
I need you to make a survival check for finding this island, even with the direction.
All of us?
Ooh, nope.
Designated?
Just
I have
whoever is going to
a
navigate.
proficiency. I have a +6 to survival.
I have a +1.
So
Yeah, me
I
too.
will roll
Plus
it. And I'm gonna guide myself too. Bloop. You got me, God, right? Bloop.
You got me.
That
guys.
is 25.
Fuck
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I know where the
Excellent.
fuck this island is, y'all. I'm
Seriously.
a wanderer.
You know where it is. You're heading that direction. There shouldn't be any problem finding it. You see it, and in the distance, as you approach the shore, it actually appears as though you're expected almost, as someone is
That's sweet.
watching you as you approach.
Who that is?
That's ominous, is what it is.
Yeah.
You haven't
mean-
Well, I
seen-
guess if it's an oracle, they did know that we were coming.
Oh, wow.
I don't see Batgirl out there.
Oh.
So there, several years ago, was this psychic that had a little trailer off of 529, and it burned down.
Oh, they didn't see that coming, did they?
I'm not really sure what the.
Either they didn't see it coming or it was insurance fraud. I'm pretty. Those are the only two options.
Oh man, I'm not
I
gonna
can't
say
tell you how many
anything.
times I laughed to myself on my way home.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
It's closed due to unforeseen circumstances. Yeah.
Well, look, you can't ever. You're not allowed to do that for yourself. That's really all it is, right?
Jeez.
Okay. You see the shore. You see a person there, and you, I'm assuming, sail up to the beach. And she waves in greeting and not much more.
I'm on Razran's horn.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm not going anywhere on my own ever again.
I would like to get off the boat, if possible.
Of course it's possible to get off the boat. It would be horrible if it wasn't possible. Okay. Razran, are you getting off the boat?
Yep.
Lom?
I mean,
Yes.
Anybody not getting off the boat?
Well, Halsey's getting off too. She's
You're
too much
staying
of a
with her.
landlubber to stay on the boat.
Ah, yes. I don't know why I put you up. I just did. I was like, oh, well, yeah, when?
Something about being on dry land again is just so satisfying.
I imagine that
I say that, by the way.
That's something about being on dry land is so
Yes.
satisfying.
Yeah.
That's
The
fair.
feeling of earth beneath my hooves brings me joy.
After
still
seeing
weird to
that
have
thing
though.
in the water, I didn't know if I'd ever see land again.
And I thought I was the melodramatic one. I was almost eaten by sharks.
If we could
I
never
would
again have an underwater adventure, I would appreciate it.
It would not be my chosen adventures for the future, for sure. But at least you got that kick-ass trident.
I'll have to tell you a story one day about the last time I was in the water. It did not go so well.
We're just like having conversations, ladies just standing there like.
I imagine like we hopped off the boat a little ways away, and we're like walking up to her.
That's fair. Okay. So when you get up closer to, I guess, wherever you would be comfortable, you hear her. You hear her. She talks. She says, "Greetings. What brings you to the Isle of Emeryian?"
We were directed here. We are looking for an oracle of some sort.
Of course, the Oracle. This is her time. Soon she will visit us.
Is she not here already?
No. This is her island. But she comes as she pleases, or with the moon.
That is a common thing.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
booty.
So you're
Look
saying
at
it's not her
this
time of the
scene.
month? Wow.
You can glance off up in the distance and you see like a garden. You see pergola. I distracted you for a moment in the same way your characters are probably distracted looking up, seeing it. You also, you see like another satyr out there under the, pergola, under the ivy. And you also see above it all on down below, it looks like there are festivities. There's all kinds of interesting things going on as though they're getting ready for something. But you see a road leading up that catches your eye immediately because it leads to a huge temple on top of a hill.
Oh.
That's a bad shot. Excuse me while I fix that.
What? Where is it a bad shot, though?
Just the composition
Jesus.
framing, but this pan up is tilt up. Pan is left and
Yeah.
right. Tilt is up and down.
You guys are so extra, I swear.
So what you see though is basically people preparing like a celebration down below. You see like what you did see before, this large ivy covered area, pergola.
Cody?
It's very pretty sure you see a few satyrs in there and maybe some women moving about. Everybody's just eating, talking, chatting, acting very normally in general, but there is sort of a feeling of excitement in the air. And this woman at the shore in front of you extends her hand to you and says, "My name is Mara."
Hello, Mara. I am Long. And he shifts the trident over his left hand and extends his right.
You've come
Feels
to
very culty here.
we've come to see the Oracle. A few of us. I'm
Party!
sure. But we have to wait. Her keepers say she's not quite ready yet. And so we
She
wait.
has keepers.
One of my snakes kind of peeks out from under the hood to look at Persinnimon's kind of party moves here.
Yeah. She's got like a toe tap in, and she's just like doing a little dance on Razrin's horn, debating whether or not to fly over there. But then she's just like, "No, I'm never leaving the group ever again. I gotta get the party going over here."
I mean, that's, you had an experience. That's fair.
I keep having experiences.
Everybody keeps
Each
having
time it gets worse.
experiences. They're experiences.
Did you die though?
I almost died by spider. I almost got more close to being eaten by shark. The next time, I'm actually gonna get eaten.
Nah, we got you.
Is that a threat?
Says, "Where are my manners? You must be tired. Come, have something to eat." And she turns around and she starts heading towards. There's a group of women around some planters. They seem to be just chatting and such, and so she heads over that direction. And she just walks off expecting you to follow, apparently.
I guess I
tug on.
follow if the group
Yes. Because
So,
Persimmon is like urging Razrin to follow.
okay. Razrin?
Yeah, no, Razrin follows.
Yeah, he'll see. I follow too. Yeah. Can't miss this.
Razrin, Persimmon, Elsie. I'm gonna Jade and Lom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to be in the back just to kind of be perceptive of what's going on around us.
You are in a. I got Sidwi all excited. Now she's gonna come out and move some cameras, I think.
Doesn't she have packing to do?
She's probably done with her packing. No, she's not. She's just excited.
She's not. She's like,
I'm excited that Anne's excited to do some camera movements.
Okay. So, yeah, you come up. They're just chatting, relaxing, but there's sort of anticipation. And Mara grabs a little bit of food from a plate. There's some plates. There's some places to sit. When I say plates, I mean they're metal worked. They're not like super ornate. They're just pretty basic, but they are worked metal plates. And she welcomes you in. Tell us of your journey.
Thank you. We saw a large turtle.
Yeah,
And a
very
giant.
large turtle.
Turtles are magnificent.
fishy.
Tell us of your journey. How did you get here?
I've been here quite a while now. Came with a group on a ship. Didn't want to leave. Waited for the next time that the Oracle would be here to ask my questions. I understand the residents of the island tell me there's a celebration on the eve of her arrival. And so we must celebrate. And she will come.
Do you know from where she is arriving? Where is she gone to?
I don't know such things. No.
Does she not
So
live
you.
here?
I think this is her home on the mortal realms, but I suspect she's more than just one of us, mere mortals.
That's
Yeah. So you said that you arrived on the ship and then you didn't want to leave. did you have any intention of leaving again before you got here?
My goal in coming here was to ask a question of the Oracle. But I arrived long before she was due, and the rest of my shipmates would not have waited the year.
So
A
you
year,
haven't
you
gotten
say?
the chance.
That's right. I will ask my question and go.
But your ship's not here anymore. How
They'll return.
are we the only ship on the? Okay.
You currently are the only ship on the island, yes.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
What brings you here? Do you have a question in particular? What are you seeking?
The Holy Grail. We seek
don't-
the Grail.
Don't know what that is, but it sounds wonderful.
It should be fantastic. I've heard that it can do wondrous things. What are you here
I just
seeking?
hope that there's not a man eating a rabbit waiting for us at the end.
Karabanog? That's a legend.
Oh,
He's not real.
Persimmon takes out her lute and begins just strumming some music.
Oh, you're going to do some music. Very nice. Okay.
I mean, there's a party atmosphere, so it's just like, all right, let's liven it up a little bit.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh boy. Gotta say, was not expecting a performance check. I don't know why. 11.
11. Okay. Well, everybody enjoys it.
Ooh.
You seem to get the attention over there in the, I don't know, the other section where the wine appears to be flowing. It looks like that's where the food is actually. Make an insight check. Everybody.
Waha.
Nat 20.
18.
I am
Oh,
insightful as shit today.
14.
23.
So
That
23
plus 6
also
to
more
insight.
than that.
The lowest is a 14. Is that what I hear?
oh, 9 minus.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay. The 9 doesn't.
I'm not that smart.
The 10 realizes that there's the 10 and above realizes that there's food over there. 15 and above realizes that the food is like being prepared almost. It's being cut over there, and you clearly can see some satyrs moving around, but you get the shape of women occasionally, but not like you would normally expect, so it's throwing you off a little bit still. And then we got some 20 or above as well. So those 20 and above, it looks like these women are just like appearing near one of the pillars and then disappearing.
What? Like mirages or something?
It could appear like that from this distance. You could go closer to check
I'm
it out.
saying, Lama will kind of nudge whoever's closest to him and goes, "Why don't we go check out the food over there?"
I would like to
he'll
be
just kinda
nudged
walk
since
off.
I'm next to you, and I would like to go with
Alright.
him.
Cool.
Okay. Over that way you go.
As we're walking along, it's like, so I noticed the way that you navigated earlier. You seem to have an a masterful knowledge of the motion of the ocean. Perhaps you could teach me sometime. if you're not too busy, I mean, I would just like to learn how, because I don't. Yeah, you know.
I've done lots of wandering over the years, and that is what has made me more aware of my surroundings and better at navigating them. I don't know how much I can teach that you wouldn't be able to learn better from just experience.
Okay. You could we could get some experience together, maybe. You know, in the ocean. On the boat. I mean, if
On the ocean.
Oh, I'm sure the whole party would love that. I'm sure they would love more traveling and more experiences. The whole party
his ears
would
kind of perk up.
probably
He's
like
like,
that.
yes, the whole party.
So as you approach in, you this satyr comes up to you and he says, brother, you've joined us. What a wondrous time. Come, have a drink. And he hands you a drink.
Okay. Well, what are we drinking?
Wine. Oh yes, come in. Come in. We have some for everybody, plenty for all, and fresh fruit as well. Grapes, fresh. And you watch what is clearly, now that you're close, Persimmon, you can see it's a dryad step out of one of the larger ivy bits, and just with a little bit of food, hand it off to somebody, set it down, and walks into another one and disappears.
Amazing.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Come, celebrate.
Does he hand me one of them?
Yes, hands you a bowl of fruit and grapes and a goblet of wine. He reaches back and grabs more for everybody.
The wine is in a goblet, you said?
It's a goblet. Yep.
Is there anything amidst all the food, a container that is shaped like a horn?
Bingo.
Ah.
Smart. Is there a container? Make a perception check.
Because he looks like he's
Persimmon.
holding a horn right there, and that's what got me
He
sketched.
does, doesn't he? He does. Persimmon, make
The
a perception
instant he
check.
just
Yeah.
7. He is holding a horn, but so you do see that he's holding a horn, but there's nothing else horn-shaped around that you can tell.
not even a cornucopia.
Nope.
It took me a while to remember that word.
Cornucopia.
Okay.
I want to
Persimmon
No, finish what you're doing.
goes up. Just Persimmon goes up to one of the tops of the pillars amidst all the vines and everything, and just sits there and starts playing a little bit louder.
All right. I'm going to move you in, but I know you're at the top of a pillar.
Yeah. Just sitting and playing.
Okay. So there's a lot of laughter and chatting. Oh, you've come to see our mistress. This is her eve of arrival. It's always a celebration.
I want to size this guy up. I want to take a real good look at him. I want to see if I believe that he's well intentioned, or if he looks like he's, I don't know, like he has an agenda maybe.
Okay. Make an insight check.
A 20?
20. Okay. It seems, I mean, if you size him up, he seems like he's in revelry. He's obviously being a little bit frivolous, drinking a lot. You feel like he is protective of his mistress, who you assume is the Oracle. But it doesn't seem to be out of the level. These fey creatures are definitely residents here full time. The other group that you were talking to earlier, probably not residents.
Hey, Afro Queen. Yeah, I don't want to eat anything or drink anything, to be honest. I'm just like highly sussed right now. And yeah.
Okay, not
In
eating
that
and
case,
drinking.
I vote you. I vote Jade.
So are you going to eat and drink then, Lom?
Reservedly, yeah. Yeah, I'll snack socially and, cheers enthusiastically and slosh a bit more out of the goblet than I probably should.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like I want to have my wits about me.
Plates of cheeses and things are floating about, and I don't mean that literally, but they are out there. You see them occasionally.
I think I'll probably spend a fair amount of time because I believe I recall that we're supposed to try to befriend the followers or the companions or whatever it was. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time just being social and trying to be charming and nice and flattering and
Is
schmoozing.
Lom gonna try to befriend or
Befriend.
I mean, ¿por qué no los dos? You know what I'm saying?
Lom
Things are not mutually exclusive.
Lom's has many forms of friendship.
I wonder
Okay.
if the
Well,
other
how would you
ones
like to
aren't.
do that? Like, just chatting with them?
Yeah, nothing real specific. Just kind of chatting, Oh, that's really interesting. Tell me more about this thing that you just mentioned. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, here's a story of something that I did one time. It's kind of like that. Oh, that's a really nice hairstyle you've got. Oh man, your hooves look great. How do you get them to shine so much? That's incredible. I never get my. Oh, do you have that? Do you have that polishing cloth? Can I check that out? That sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh man, your horns have the most beautiful curve. Is that natural?
Small talk, sort of.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Totally. We can handle that. How about everybody else? Because there's more, there's a few of you here. How are you all doing?
Yeah, Halsey can't resist. For first in a long time, there's civilized food, and she can't resist that. So she goes and picks the best of the table can offer, and she's really kind of a connoisseur over the tables and enjoy herself. This is civilized, and she loves it. So she's going to enjoy every moment of it and not talk to any natives that are going to ruin all the fun for the moment. Yep.
amazing?
There is some magnificent foods. There are some. You notice they are all pretty. Like there's not. Typical fare, and you would used to would have fish, especially so close to the sea, but you don't see fish.
Yep. Oh, good.
Or,
She's
so
seen
there's-
enough fish for lasting a long time. So, yep.
Lots of cheeses and breads. Also, there is some unusual fruit amongst it. There are also meats in here. There is pheasant and rabbit. But it's all good, and it's all cooked wonderfully. The stuff that requires cooking. So you also mingling, kind of. You're eating.
I concentrate on the food. At least I pretend to, and then I kind of keep a lookout for, or kind of just look at the people. I don't try to make contact or anything. I just observe and enjoy the food.
Okay.
I also want to, while I'm at it, kind of see if I can, maybe get any more information about this, this oracle that we're here to see. Like, what does she look like? Where's she from? How does she come around? Nothing real specific. Just kind of, so we're not going in quite so blind.
Right. Okay. So you're also doing some information gathering.
Yeah.
Jade, what are you doing?
I would like to kind of do what Lom's doing, but I specifically would like to know what the allure is, other than the fact that she provides information. Like, why they stay and wait for a year, or like maybe like stories of her, of things she's done that people like are drawn to, or
Okay.
just kind of like that specifically.
You would definitely do better going back to the other group in the planter area. They're the ones that are all here for a reason, and they seem a little less sure of themselves around the Fae, which are the ones that are mainly under these eaves. Even though the Fae are definitely the hosts of this, and they're providing food, you can tell that they don't feel as comfortable around them, so they're kind of in their own group. So those would be the people to ask those sorts of questions if you want it directly. So I'm going to move you over there.
That's
for
fine.
your chit-chat. And Razrin?
Heather feels the smart thing to do would be to talk to the people who are less comfortable around the Fae, so Razrin is going to go talk to the Fae and try to befriend them.
To the Fae?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Heather and Razrin think completely differently, I suppose.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
Amazing
Razrin
reasoning.
is not all that insightful, so I feel like that's what he's going to go try to befriend them. He's also not charismatic, so I don't see it going well.
Well, I got to thank Anne for setting up these shots for me. It made it a lot nicer. Thank you, Anne.
Gorgeous.
Anne.
Thank you, Anne. You're amazing.
Yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay. First, I'll start with Persimmon, because you're up there kind of just chewing and watching, observing.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm going to keep observing, playing the music, and I'm going to up the festivity a little bit by I begin like dancing around on the top of whatever the trellis.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Dancing on top of it, and with her feet just kind of occasionally like tapping on some of the leaves that kind of look like they could become like butterflies or moths. And every time she does, she casts the cantrip Colromancy, which I use a lot, and it's still a third-party something or other. So it doesn't say how many I can have up at once. It can last an hour.
It's always 3 is the max. 3 different effects at one time.
Yeah, that's how it typically is. But yeah, so essentially she just wants to kind of fill the air with leaf butterflies and leaf moths to the music, fluttering around while keeping an eye on everything. She's just making it more of a party atmosphere.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. That will improve everybody's chances and discussion here. I'll also say that Strange put some inspiration on the table, so there's one on the table if you find it needing it in a conversation.
He specifically put it was for Razrin. I read it up earlier.
Well, then Razrin, in case you need it. And you might.
I probably will.
Lom,
Yes.
you're drinking heartily, sloshing extra wine around, trying
I'm
to become...
not drinking heartily. I look like I am.
Yeah.
Really trying to keep it chilled.
Drinking to a normal... But you're drinking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's getting plastered here. I mean... Yeah. Not yet. Huh. You notice that... go ahead and make an insight check.
Solid. I'm really insightful this game. 18 total.
Okay. You see clearly that they are also ramping up to the music that's being played. The service comes out. There are more people here than there are minis on the table. I just don't want to interfere too much. There's a bit of a crowd, probably double the amount that's well, that's not true because there's multiple areas. So you can see that there's a little platform up leading as the road heads up towards the temple, and it was empty, but you just saw like one of the satyrs kind of head over there and almost like begin, you would say open it up, I guess is appropriate, but begin to sit out food and things at those benches. Nobody's heading up there yet, but apparently that's like the next party stop, one step closer up to the temple where everybody gets to go, so perhaps this party is a mobile one, and as you go through the night, you're just trying to make sense of it. As you go through the evening, you get closer to it until she arrives. That tends to be what your insight is a great role of how the evening, I guess, the ceremony behind it.
Does it, like, how many more little party stops does it look like there are planned ahead based on this plan?
So this one's just at a little area at the bottom of this hill, and then there's one more above that, and then you get onto the temple level. And you would imagine that once you're up on the temple level, it's probably you wouldn't think that there'd be partying on a temple. Maybe there'd be chatting, discourse as people went in, but you wouldn't think that would be where a party would happen. So to answer your question, okay. 2 more places where you expect a party and then a line. That would be your expectation of what's to come. A party and then a line. Bummer.
I mean, depends on the kind of line, if you know what I'm saying. But
Line con.
maybe it's not that kind of party.
Right.
Line party. Oh my
Line
God.
con.
You want to do anything with that information, or just tuck it away for now?
Nah, I mean, I'm kind of walking around, chatting to different people. So after I kind of note this, be like, "Excuse me, Gregory, I need to go talk to my friend real quick," and I'll walk off to kind of the nearest party member, whoever's close by, or maybe walk over to where Persimmon's kind of jamming out,
Mm-hmm.
a gesture, let her know what's up, see if she wants to, go tell somebody else, and kind of pass the word. Hey, it looks like we're gonna go party up there for a bit, and that's kind of looks like there. So just kind of heads up, keep your eyes open. That's what looks like what's going on.
Okay.
Great playing, by the
like,
way.
as
Love the tune. Love the tune. The mods are
Persimmon's
great.
being a DJ and is just like, I got you, as continuing to play.
Halsey, as you're kind of observing, you do notice the mix of people So in here, the Fae are all very relaxed and seem also unusually relaxed with people, which is not what you'd expect necessarily. But in the little groups that are out there of small groups of people, you see someone that looks like they probably came from a rich house, just right next to talking to someone that looks like maybe they have a pig farm somewhere if they're lucky, but probably not.
Mm-hmm.
And everything in between. You notice that, and this is probably to your expectation, the ones that came from more well-to-do places are probably more used to this sort of relaxing, eating, chatting before an event. Everybody else is looking, watching for how to behave, what comes next, what do I do. It's just, I don't know if that observation will help you anywhere, but you have observed there is a distinct split in the type of people. And you also got the message from Lom and Persimmon about this being a moving event. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
I'd like to go over and talk to one of these, I would say, lower class people, for lacking of a better word, and kind of I just go over and say hi, and isn't this a lovely event, and just try to strike a conversation and see if they feel at home and feel like this is the normal thing, or if they are like bewildered and feel like this is the first time they've ever been to an event like this. I want to see if it's a newbie or not.
Okay. You find someone fairly nearby that, and I think I'm going to pan over there, that it's an older gentleman, and he, well, excuse me while I remove this fruit tree a little bit.
Oh, I found the garden gnome. Yep, awesome. It looks fantastic.
So he looks up when you come over and says, "Oh, hello. Are you enjoying yourself here? It's a strange event."
Yeah, all of a sudden I enjoyed myself very much.
It's wonderful to have someone to talk to. I'm not, I come here to ask a question, and back home we would just go and ask the question. I don't understand what we're doing.
These things, there are procedures, and you have various customs, and then it's a tricky thing, but we just have to kind of take our turn and look for opportunities, and eventually they will come.
Well, I like that. That sounds good. How are you enjoying the food? It's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yes, it's really good food. Is that something that is normal on this island, or is it just here?
I've only been here just a short while, just a few days, and it's gotten better. It started.
Oh, a few days and it's gotten better? Yeah. Oh, yes. That's good. That's a good sign. Yep.
I've come to ask for a little, wondering whether or not to move my home and my farm, but what have you come here for? What worries you to bring you all the way here to ask?
Well, just old magical things, saving the world and that kind of stuff, and she's trying to laugh it off as a joke.
Oh, yeah. Saving the world. I see. I see.
It's a bit ambitious, but yeah, someone has to try. Yeah.
You get the impression that he believes that you were so calm about it that he's not sure exactly if you're saving the world, but he's going with it, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a lot of weight on one's shoulders.
Yeah, but I love the intrigue. That's part of life.
Oh, that it is. It is indeed. When I get back home, I hope we have a good year. I hope I
sure
know if I move the family or not.
Yeah, but I'm sure that whatever comes from your farm will be better than what's on the table here.
Oh, you're a wonderful person to meet here.
Well, we have to entertain ourselves and have fun while waiting for this oracle to get her business done. It takes a long time to figure out what's going to happen, so it might not be easy.
Oh, I wonder if she already knows.
Don't bet on it. Yeah, these oracles, they sell themselves expensive, and so we'll see. Yeah.
Oh. So that make just this. It's a persuasion check. It's not to persuade him. We're just going to see how the conversation goes along. It's relaxed, friendly.
Oh, 17. Yeah.
Oh, it's excellent. He actually relaxes, seems happy, seems comfortable to be with someone who understands the way this should move. He will pretty much follow you anywhere. He's like, oh, this is much better.
Yeah. So and now Halsey has someone so she can just hang out with and have a conversation with and then kind of peruse the surroundings and keep an eye out for things and try to be sharp and perceptive while she's talking to him and making jokes and stuff like that. So yeah, this what she was made to do. So stuff like this. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Jade, what's up with you in this situation? You've moved over. Wait. Did I skip Razran? I skipped Razran. Hold on. I'm sorry. Did I? I think I did. Razran, you were making friends with the Fae. So you go in and begin to chat up. Where do you go first? To a satyr or a dryad, or what is your idea?
I think he would go to a dryad because he already knows a satyr.
Okay, that makes sense. You have to travel with a satyr.
Yeah, I already know what they're like, and he's not necessarily looking for that, And he doesn't, know dryad, so he doesn't know how that could end up.
Okay. Well, you get in there. I'm gonna you catch a chat. I have to carefully and strategically place the dryad minis, just in case you wonder about my care here. It's a strange thing to be on a public stream. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
They got them good booties.
I can show the good booties.
Juicy booties.
Exactly.
But what I have to be creative with are not the booties, but the boobies.
Oh,
that's a good point. That is, in fact, a good point.
Yep.
I love this so much. It reminds me of 90s sitcoms whenever the woman who was playing the wife was actually pregnant and they had to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Razran, you go in, you find a dryad that's grabbing food, and she offers it up as you come up. Oh, here, food.
Oh, I've eaten so much I don't think I could eat another bite. Thank you. This is quite the party that is going on here. And does Razran realize that the party is moving?
I Well, you were told that it's going to.
Okay.
I don't know if that means you actually know at the moment that it's beginning to. You'll probably be one of the last ones in this group.
I assume that's going to be the case. Okay. So he's going to be like, this is quite the party. Is this just because the Oracle is going to be coming, or is there always a party with?
Oh, we always
All of-
celebrate greatly on the eve of her arrival.
Yes, that makes great sense, much sense. And how often does the Oracle come here?
Once a year, she's here for a span of days.
You got great timing.
We had really good timing. So, is it the same time every year, or how do you know when she is coming?
Yes, it is the same time. Based on the moon, of course. She studies the heavens.
I don't think Razrin actually knows how to make friends with people.
Probably not. So you can make a charisma check though if you want. See how that goes. Remember, you have inspiration.
I do.
I can't-
I got a 3, and I feel that's a really appropriate at this point in time.
Can I also say that during my music playing and stuff, at one point I give Razrin a bardic inspiration?
Sure. And you
I
have
don't
that
want
too.
to use it though. I don't feel like he's done a good job of being charismatic right now.
It's more like she just wants to give him a little bit of confidence.
The dryad might find you adorable.
Okay, that's fair. What is the bardic inspiration? An extra what?
D8.
D8? Oh, well, that brings it up to an 11.
That's
I
pretty
rolled
good.
an 8. Yes.
Well, you're not going to use the inspiration. Okay.
I didn't want to use the inspiration for this. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. They say, well, it's, we've got to move along. And so she actually, before you're the last person, she's, I don't know how well, but you feel like it must be going great because she says, come along, the party. We're moving to closer to the temple.
Oh, we're being raided. Well,
Yeah.
I will.
Alive.
Yes. What the
Yay!
party is actually moving. I thought that might have been a bit of a euphemism, but okay. That's actually a big word for him. I don't know if he would have
That's
said
a
that.
huge word for Razvan. It's amazing.
I don't think he knows what that means.
Maybe you could just say it a little bit incorrectly, like you heard it,
Yeah.
but you couldn't quite re-say it correctly.
Euphemism?
That was. I thought that might have been a bit of a euphemism.
It's YouTubeism.
Euphemism. I didn't realize the party would be actually moving. I thought that was a YouTubeism.
Thank you for
I
the
love
raid, by the way, Lord Gozumba and everybody out there. We are
Welcome, Raiders!
moving this group. Jade, you'll get a little piece of information before we go entirely, but everybody else is going to start moving up, assuming that you're all going to join the moving up. Is that accurate?
Oh yeah, when we get there, we have to take the chance when we get it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Will I notice if
Persimmon.
I'm not in that area?
Notice what?
That the party's moving?
Yeah, you'll notice because they're gonna
Yeah.
notice as well.
Oh, okay, great.
I feel like you would, because the people that you're around are like trying to keep up appearances, so they would move when the Fae move.
True, and I also am very perceptive.
Oh, I need to switch cameras so you all can see where I'm moving you to. I'm moving
Is it
you
the
up the
temple?
hill to the first platform on the temple.
Oh.
Under here.
Wowzers. Wowzers.
Love it.
I'm so excited
Do,
to get inside. I'm probably not
Yeah.
even going to get inside today, but I want to.
Well, you know. Let's see.
Does anyone else suddenly feel like a virgin being marched up a volcano?
Have you guys seen that movie, Midsommar?
Nope,
This
but I
has
know all
vibes
about it.
too. This has those vibes. You know, everyone's all in flowers and nice and flowy, and then you're dead.
And then you're dead.
I feel like, yeah. Oh
You're in
no,
a
the
ritual.
party's moving. Come with us up to this temple.
I've celebrated lots of midsummer, so I survived this one too. Yeah.
I mean, as long as we befriend the followers, and don't drink from the horn of the hunt, then we're fine.
That is what you were told.
How much has Long
Yeah.
had to eat and drink so far?
Lom's been drinking probably just as much water in his glass as he has alcohol. Like, he's been real fucking moderate. He's not shitty.
He's not. That's fair.
Proud of you.
Let me.
Holding your own.
Trying to get a shot. All right,
Yeah, we
so
can-
you all head up, but as you do, Jade, let's kind of resolve what you found out as you went over there. Make sure we get what you wanted to talk about, you know?
Mhm.
So you go over to the women and men
Right.
that are over here, although the largest group of them are probably women over here, and they're chatting about, I don't know, they're anxious about being able to get here. Most of them, a few of them are like, oh, don't worry, it's okay, we'll be there soon enough, and they're trying to put them at ease. So is there any way you want to insert yourself in the conversation, or
Maybe something like, oh, I've heard such wonderful stories about the Oracle. What have you guys heard?
make a persuasion check.
Sure.
I'm
You mean
still.
with my
I'm
negative
bringing
one
the party.
persuasion? Sure.
You're still.
I'm
what was
bringing the party with me.
that? Yeah. Well, yep.
I rolled a 2, but I have a negative 1, so it's a 1.
Oh
what
my
have
gosh.
you guys heard?
Oh. Okay.
Finger guns and all.
It's all this charisma. I just ooze charisma, you guys. People want to share things with me, you know.
Yeah.
I am doing wonderfully at making friends.
They feel they seem to be a little more standoffish, and in fact, then they look up and go, "Oh, it looks like we're moving."
Oh no!
Sad day.
Ah.
You're like, well, Frank is like, well, that works out. That was easy. I don't gotta do shit.
No, not yet, because
That's
as,
good. Yeah.
as you're moving over there, you do hear a couple of things. You hear one of the women say, "I'm something about being here for a month, and it was relatively difficult to get here, and she hopes it was worth the coin." Seems one of the more well-to-do women.
Interesting. Can I chime in, even though it's not directed at me and I'm clearly eavesdropping?
Of course you can.
With your charisma, you can do anything.
Are they going to
Of
stop you?
course. I'm just gonna be like, what was that? I was just curious as to. I wasn't aware that I would need to pay something to ask my very important question that I'm definitely going to ask.
No. You don't need to pay anything. It's we're referring to just the ship to get here. It's quite expensive.
How much would you?
What are we
to get them-
talking
oh, wait,
here?
No, wrong character. Sorry.
How many gold coins are we talking? Are we talking silver? Talking gold? Talking platinum?
Gems.
Oh,
Gem? Diamond?
well, I mean, gold is the currency we use. So, yes, it was 50 gold to have passage on this ship.
And is that the same ship you will be using to find your way back?
Well, I hope so. They should arrive. Part of that was to make sure they would come back and get us, of course. And you know, most people continue their walk up. You're doing this while sort of chatting.
Yeah. They're probably like trying to walk ahead or behind me and not beside me, but I'm just like slowing and or moving faster with them. I'm a part of the group.
You're part of the group. Okay. Did I miss anyone for what they wanted to do to get a little more knowledge on the groups and the people and stuff? I'm gonna make sure I gave everyone the opportunity they're looking for to get more information before we take this party to the next level.
Take it to the limit.
I didn't realize it was that kind of party. Mom will be excited.
I mean, we're literally on the next level of the temple. But yes, Lom will be excited, quite excited.
Persimmon is trying to elevate the party in any way possible. All the ways possible.
In all the ways possible.
Maybe you shouldn't be trying that in all the ways possible.
Nah, man, it's Persimmon. There's a bunch of satyrs around.
I was going to mention the satyrs. Yes, I was going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
The dryads.
Persimmon knows what she said.
Okay.
Okay.
Fae gonna Fae, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, just to say, look, I know what I'm about, son.
You get up to near the temple.
I
then
said what I said.
everybody's passing foods around, and the satyr suddenly you're not really sure where it came from. It's like maybe the horn in his hand grew. You're unsure as you look, but he kind of hops up and he says, "A toast! Let us pass the horn of the hunt around before we enter the temple." And he takes a drink from it and passes it to the old man that you've been walking with, Halsey, who grabs it up.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Don't drink that."
Oh, okay. Well, he's pretty much enamored with you, and you make him comfortable. So he kind of looks at it. So, but make a advantaged persuasion check because he's still in the moment.
Yeah. So and what I do is that I lean forward and whisper in his ear just to pretend to drink it.
Oh, okay.
17.
Okay. He nods his head, and you can see he pretends to drink it, and then he hands it off to you.
then I'll pretend to drink it too.
Okay. Cool. And who do you hand it to?
Whoever is on my right or behind me.
Okay.
And if there is no one close, then I'll just hand it back to the guy who gave it to me.
There's people around. So I guess the easier question would be a member of your party you could get to Persimmon or Razran, or do you want to hand it to a non-member of your party?
I hand it to Persimmon. I guess to hold it up because it's probably, I don't know how
Thank you.
big it is for you. Yeah,
It's a little
I was
big,
about to-
Persimmon.
yeah. So
So
I hold it up. So,
essentially-
yeah.
Instead of Persimmon pretending to drink out of the horn or anything, she essentially just kind of like sticks her head in, holds it there for a little bit, and then brings it back out.
Okay. No
Could I
problem.
sense some smell from it, or what it was in there?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
It seemed pretty normal. Wine.
Okay.
Wine.
Oh,
Normal
okay.
wine.
The wine. Okay. Yep. hmm
And then
Then I guess
Razran is
hand it-
there.
Yeah. Then I'll hand it over to restaurant. Yeah.
Razran.
Okay. Razran takes it and pretends to, instead of drink out of it, like just lick out of it. Pretends to, and then hands it on.
Okay. And all right, so the person next to you is the woman who met you on the shore, and she drinks it and she hands it over across the other way to Lom. It gets to you, Lom.
All right. So I think Lom's going to, like he's been, walking around, having, glass in hand for a bit. So he's going to kind of set his cup down, and then make a big show of like taking it, and like it basically looks like he's drinking deeply and just kind of like really, really getting it. It's like streaming around his face, but really he's got his mouth closed tightly and just kind of pouring it against his face and
Okay.
looking like he's just gulping it down.
Yes,
And he kinda
brother,
puts it down.
drink.
Yeah! And kind of passes it along.
All right, you pass it on. It gets to some people. They all drink. Jade, it gets to you. Everybody heard Brad delayed on the stream.
I grab it. I pretend to lose my grip and I drop it.
Oh, you drop the horn. Okay. It clatters to the ground. Bum, bum, bum. It doesn't spill. And one of the dryad comes and scoops it up and says, "Oh, no fear. It's okay," and hands it to you.
Spooky, y'all. I pretend to sip it and just pass it on.
Okay. All right. So they drink it. Now, here's what I'm going to do. You've all pretended. So we're going to make a group deception check. Basically, the majority of you have to pass, but not all of you do. So if the majority passes, you all pass.
Could this be performance instead of deception?
It's... yeah.
Doesn't matter, I'm bad at both.
No. It's
I'm
deception.
great at
Does it-
deception.
Okay.
That's
Doesn't
good.
matter, I'm great at both. Oh, wait. No, deception is better for
19.
me.
19.
Yeah, deception
Razran gets a
is-
19.
Wait, no, 18. Sorry,
18.
18. Out of -1.
All right. That's pass. Halsey.
Oh, I get also 18. Yep.
All right. It's a pass. Persimmon.
Yeah, plus 6 on it. So yeah.
23.
It's a pass.
Oh.
The other two you don't have to
That is
roll if you don't want to, but
nice.
would you roll for the heck of it? It's a dice game. Lom?
I had a 19 on the die for a 23 total.
Jade?
Wow.
16.
Everybody would have passed anyway. You are all magnificently faking it. That was a good distraction, dropping it. It put them off their game.
Yeah.
Well done.
And what you...
But yeah, there's probably some magic in there since it didn't spill. That's
Yeah.
sus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
That was a 14 plus 9 for me.
Yeah, I rolled
Wow.
12, so now plus 6. So,
I have a
yeah.
-1, so I just happened to roll
Must have
decent.
been some magic in that
Yeah.
hunting horn.
So suddenly, or fairly suddenly, everybody yawns and begins to just lay everybody
Okay.
who drank
I guess we have to yawn and lay down too then.
the
Yeah.
drink. Well,
Yep.
Someone might need more Razred. Do that.
you would absolutely have to make performance check if you want to yawn and lay down.
I think Halsey's
Definitely
going to
doing that.
just. Halsey's going to just stand here and wait.
Okay. You
She's a
hear
Medusa. She's not falling for this crap that easily. Yeah.
you hear a big
Yes, Queen.
boom, and from inside it sounded part huge drum, part thunder almost, and the satyr turns and looks at you all and smiles and goes, "You're all well informed. You will get to see the mistress." And you can see
It was a
just
test.
the outline in the doorway of some robes on someone, just some like almost like a sheer gown, and catch a glimpse of a figure in the doorway that's about to step out. And that's where we stop.
Perfect cliffhanger.
The instant people started yawning and falling asleep, Persimmon was like, I didn't do this one.
This wasn't me, I swear. Persimmon!
Not me.
You should have been like, I am so good, guys. This was me. I did all of this.
So
Fair. I should have.
Wow.
thank you
Spicy.
everyone.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We get to I mean, who knows what we get to do? I can't tell you. But you get to ask the Oracle.
I mean, you could tell us.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Not yet.
It would be rude. And for everybody watching, we will be back in 2 weeks with the next episode 6 of this. This is a 9-ish episode series, depending on how everything goes. I've targeted it for 9 episodes, and this was episode 5 tonight.
How are we doing on that 9-episode schedule so far?
We're doing pretty good, actually. We're doing pretty good.
Will attempt to find some horns to wear for next game because we'll be so close to Halloween.
It's gonna be
I don't have
really
another
close.
game by Halloween, so
Oh.
I would like to attempt to dress up.
Oh.
I
I know where mine are.
We may. I have to admit that the Dungeons and Dramaturgy that weekend is on Halloween, and I will be doing something different because of that. But this one, I probably will just throw a little vibe in there. But I'd love it if people dressed up. Maybe I shall dress up too.
I'll dress up.
Not like hugely, because I've got a microphone and I got to set up
Yeah.
stuff. But
As
these
DM,
lights.
you should dress like a deity.
I mean, he already looks like a dude.
You
I was
know?
about to say, I get accused of having a certain look.
Sexy Gandalf.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for playing. I am excited. I was excited. I'm excited for this game in general, but I'm always excited. I put this terrain together over the last few weeks with a big push this week to try to get it done in time. And I got it. I got it.
That was amazing.
A little help
Yeah.
from Anne. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to do a little housekeeping and let everybody I'll let everybody do their thing first. And we'll opposite day this. And so we'll start with Cindy. Is there anything, Cindy, you want to plug or say on your outro here?
Oh. Hi, I'm Cindy.
The other Cindy.
You can find me under Psycho Cindy, with 2 Y's at the end. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I play The Sims mostly.
I do not have the fancy buttons like Anne has, but she's been chatting.
all
Look at that.
fine now.
Anne's doing it. Anne's chatting out. Thank you. I'm just going backwards here. Heather,
Hi, I'm Heather, and you can find me as Polyphilia on Twitch and Instagram.
All right. Brad.
I am Brad. I am Hank the Mage in chat. I am also the Mage on the Discord, which is probably the best way to get in touch with me. And the only thing that I want to plug is my sponsor, drinking.
Okay.
Oh, and also our game on Saturday. I'm sponsored by drinking, and we're playing a cool game on Saturday. Check it out.
We will.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I'm Anna B. Meyer, and you can find more about me at patreon.com/Anna B. Meyer or at annabmeyer.com. You can look at my maps and stuff.
Yes. I actually did have one link set up because I was experimenting and didn't finish. I didn't think I did. So Anna's links are in the chat. I'll get everyone's else up there as soon as I can. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah.
Mick.
I am Mick, Mrs. McSpaz, pretty much everywhere. I'm trying to start streaming, but I have some other things to work out. So once that gets going better, hopefully I can stream more often. Painting minis.
Yes. We are enjoying all the painting. Thank you, Sidby, for the shout out. Thank you for working that back there. I am Frank. I DM'd this game tonight. I'm going to give a thank you to the players as always. First and foremost, thank you to the viewers. We would be just playing by ourselves, which would still be fun, but it's far more interesting as well to be performative for all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Sirenscape for our background and ambient music for the evening. Miniatures, there are some companies. Sarissa makes these MDF boards, and I forget the name of the people who do some of the other stuff. And there's also Woodland Seedlings and Table Wars, since there was some terrain questions in the chat. Quick schedule rundown. Tomorrow I will be on Reaper Miniatures channel DMing for Reaper Errant. That starts at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. And Saturday, 4 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time will be Dungeons and Dramaturgy this Saturday. Brad will be there. He might be the only one, but he'll be there. And it'll be me and him if it has to be, and it'll be an interesting game. We'll see how it turns out. I have plans no matter how it works. I see that, Sidney, and I wasn't going to forget. Hop on over to our Discord. You can see that Anne has shouted out Queen Teeny in the chat. She's planning a movie night for the community where basically you'll all turn on the movie at the same time and then hang out in Discord together and chat with each other while that movie is playing at your own leisure or pace. So that can be fun. I'm going to try to be there as much as I can. If you want to watch a movie, I think they're doing Addams Family. It is, and because it had the most things we could stream, and it's sort of relevant to the season. I think that's all I have. Thank you, Jay, for the raid a little bit earlier, Lord Gazumba. I am going to raid somebody, if I can.
Raid.
Who are we gonna raid? So interesting. We have to show a little love on our way out this evening. And I'm gonna look at what's up and running. Maybe I'll do something unusual and just go to look at D&D. I always go, I want to break habit, you know? I gotta break habit sometimes. Let me pull up, surely multiple trips. I am going to actually pull up the D&D channels, everyone, and we're gonna see what's up there, and maybe we'll find somebody to raid.
Well, we know what's going to be number one.
Yay!
Oh well, I don't think we're raiding.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
no.
yeah, no.
I do like Critical Role, but they don't need a raid.
For me, it was mainly just like who goes up against them? Huh.
Praetor's Rejects is on right now.
They're
Ooh.
cool. They are. They are. But I've kind of sorted this from low to high to see if we can help bump somebody who's playing some D&D. But you know, sometimes when you go low, they're not really playing D&D so much as working on other things. And I want to find somebody that looks like they're playing some D&D. And I'm not having, I mean, there is luck, but maybe I will
D20
end up
TV?
going.
Yeah,
Well,
Rihanna just
that's,
says D20.
That's who I end up rating a lot of times. All right, everyone. I'm looking. I love D20 TV, by the way, Rihanna. I absolutely do. I'm just trying to spread the wealth a little bit. All right. You know, I guess we can go. I was hoping to see terrain, you know? I love the magic of terrain. It brings a tear to my eye. And there's nothing wrong with
stuff.
no terrain. You know what? Let's find this. This is, I don't know. Have you guys heard of Lodric TV? I haven't.
Nope.
Let's see if there's viewers. I don't know.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I wish I knew more. They say Descent into Avernus. I don't know if they're campaign planning or they're playing D&D. And that's what I'm trying to find out. I know I got you all on the hook, but I want to surprise somebody.
Moments later.
Oh, Sid was excited. Well, I'm trying to surprise somebody with like some people in a raid, you know?
I do that all the time. I love it. It's so fun.
I think people are playing here. I only see one face, but there are people up there on the board. So let's raid. Let's go ahead and try Lodric TV. That seems interesting to raid into somebody that we have never done before.
Woohoo!
And that I've never seen before, and who don't know us and we don't know them.
Ooh.
All right, say hi, enjoy some D&D. I hope this goes well for everybody. Good night.